in this video, I will discuss briefly about required tools, equipment, and software for our upcoming exercise. If you see here, this is a tank. On the tank, we have one RTD, and this is thermowell, and this is RTD, resistance temperature detector, for measuring the temperature, and it provides output in the form of resistance, and this is connected to a transmitter. So this is temperature element or temperature sensor, and then it is connected to the transmitter. Let's see, this is the RTD, right? Your most common temperature sensing element. So this is connected to a transmitter. So this is the transmitter. So this is the cable. See, this is the cable coming from the temperature element, and it is connected to a transmitter. This transmitter receives this resistance as input from the RTD, and it provides equivalent 4 to 20 milliamp signal to the DCS system. Mostly these are two-wire instruments. Remember that. See, this is our sensor RTD, and from the RTD, one cable is there, and it is connected to a transmitter. This is the transmitter. And from the transmitter, another cable will be there. It will connect to a DCS system, distributed control system. These are two-wire instruments. So this cable will carry the power to the transmitter. At the same time, the same cable carries the signal to a DCS system. The signal is in the form of loop current, 4 to 20 milliamp signal. Remember that. So this is the most common installation in an industry for measuring a temperature. We have one temperature element or sensor, and then we have one transmitter. Now let's see the required equipment or software for our upcoming videos. Okay, see, the first is list of equipment or software. In this, what is the list? The first one is temperature transmitter. We need one temperature transmitter for our exercise. Okay, we are going to use a different transmitter for our exercise because this is in live right now. This is not possible to use, so we are using from a shutdown plant. Okay, and the second one is hot communicator. We need one hot communicator to do some configuration in a smart transmitter. Usually we use this hot communicator in the field, right? We will bring the hot communicator to the field, we will connect it to the transmitter, and then we will do the required configuration. But in our exercise, I will use PRM. That means Plant Resource Manager. This is nothing but your hot communicator. Okay, the same functionality will be, everything is same, but we can access this smart transmitter configuration using a computer in the control room. Okay, that is the PRM. Whatever you do with your hot communicator, right? You can see the parameters inside a transmitter. You can do the configuration of a transmitter. You can do reset. You can see diagnostics. You can see the lower range value, upper range value. You can do calibration. You can do simulation, right? Whatever functions you are doing with your hot communicator, we can do the same functionalities using PRM. This is a computer in a control room, separate computer, remember that. And you can do all the functions using a computer. So this is very helpful for doing some tasks, not every task. Okay. So in this exercise, upcoming videos, I will use PRM instead of hot communicator, because for the explanation point of view, I can record the screen, the videos very clearly. Okay. Next, we need Yokogawa Centum VP DCS software for our configuration. Okay. Next, We must have software license for using the hot variable. Remember that your DCS system must have the related software license. Okay. If you don't have license, then it is not possible to use these hot variables in your system. Okay. And the last one is hardware support for hot variables. Okay, this hot support is optional. Remember that this is not compulsory. So, in your installation, that means in your plant, you must have the hardware support for the hot protocol. If you go to your data sheet of your IO cards, then you can clearly find these details, whether your IO card is supports hot protocol or not. Then only the DCS system, the CPUs or PRM can access the smart transmitters hot protocol. Otherwise, it is not possible. So, if you want to implement these exercises in your system, you have to note these things, right? You must have a software license for the hot protocol and hardware support for the hot. In the next videos, I will discuss briefly about all these things and I will show you in detail, step by step, how to do this configuration in your DCS system and in your PRM or hot communicator and how to get this transmitter data using hot protocol into the DCS system. Right now we are using 420 milliamp signal for bringing this measured process temperature into the DCS system, right? This is the traditional default way. In these videos, we will discuss other way for smart instruments, hot-based instruments. Remember that. If you have any queries, please free and share with us. I will try to answer all your queries. And do like our videos, share our courses with your colleagues, friends, and social networks. Help us to reach more people who are interested to learn. Thank you. I will meet you in the next video.